Welcome, and thank you for attending this presentation. Since we introduced the first commercial infrared camera in 1965, Flir has continually improved our products. Today, I am proud to introduce to you the new Flir iXX series. The iXX series represents the greatest leap forward in thermography for condition monitoring in the last 20 years, and today I'll show you why. Our clients have a lot of pains they need to resolve. Plant safety is a top concern for many, and budgets always seem to be shrinking. Companies have restrictions on workflows due to cybersecurity issues and never have enough time to get things done. But lately, the most important pains revolve around inexperienced technicians. Experienced people are retiring, with replacement people untrained on company procedures and inexperienced at performing inspections. There is never enough time and budget to get people to an expert proficiency level. Recognize these pains and have developed the iXX app-enabled thermal camera and asset link software specifically to help address these pains in a very meaningful way. And our existing products and services address these pains as well. But despite this, the majority of infrared camera users operate with workflows that haven't changed much in the last 20 years. Why is that? What it all comes down to is your problems are unique to you. They may look similar to those experienced by others, but there is often something that's just a little bit different. Maybe a snapshot is not enough and you need trending. People have no time to learn camera operation. IT security means you can't connect your tool to the company Wi-Fi. Work instructions are too complex, reporting takes too long, there's no budget for training, you're just too busy reacting to take time to inspect, and on and on and on. What if you had a tool that solved your unique problems? What if you could trend your asset temperature with a single click? What if you had your thermal camera tell you where to point it? What if your thermal camera was able to generate a work order automatically? What if you could communicate wirelessly inside your company firewalls? What if you never needed to spend time creating reports ever again? Let's look at the smartphone for a minute. Over 96% of mobile phones sold every year are smartphones. And why is that? A smartphone has a computer, a big screen, lots of sensors, a visual camera, LED light, and it's connected to cellular networks, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth devices. Is that why the overwhelming majority of people buy smartphones? Is it because of these hardware features? Obviously not. People buy smartphones because of all the things they can do with them. We interact with others, consume and create media, navigate, solve problems, and so much more with our smartphone. The value of the device is in the apps. Let's also consider that everyone has different apps on their phones because we all live our lives differently and have different needs, different problems to solve. The iXX platform is fundamentally a cross between a thermal camera and a smartphone. We have our own operating system based on Android, which we call ACE, and our own app ecosystem to make these apps available to you. The apps are available to everyone. some of which we create ourselves, while some are created by partner developers. We have or plan to have most commonly used business software tools, and we will also have private apps created for just one customer account. These apps will simplify and speed workflow, support inexperienced users, and solve specific problems related to documentation, communication, and decision-making. By doing this, we support our users to do more with less. With the iXX series thermographic camera, Flir has taken a tool formerly used primarily by experts and created something that's truly team-ready. With traditional thermography methods, a highly trained expert is needed for every inspection, wasting their valuable time on non-value-added and often repetitive tasks. Reports can take hours to compile and distribute. Inspection notes are often written on paper with corresponding issues on transcription and detail. Manual file transfer and storage leads to occasional loss of data, and your workflow must follow that of the software you use instead of the way that works best for you. But with Flir iXX app-enabled workflows, we turn complexity into clarity. Inspections are made easy with asset hierarchy, connected imagery, and wireless data synchronization. Apps enable digital note capture, OCR text reading, and voice-to-text capabilities. Reports are generated with one click, and we have instant asset condition visibility from connected dashboards and trending. This makes your inspection program scalable. With the ACE method, an expert remotely supports a scalable team of inexperienced data gatherers. Time-wasting, error-prone, and opaque workflows are eliminated. With traditional inspection methods, there is no way to ensure inspection consistency. Unguided image capture produces inconsistent angles, settings, and documentation results. With traditional methods, there's a high training burden for new users who must learn both thermography theory and how thermal anomalies are shown for their types of inspections. Traditional thermography has no easy real-time collaboration or support, and it is difficult to scale across teams or sites. But with Flir ACE-enabled workflows, jobs get done right from day one. Reference image overlays ensure consistent, repeatable image capture with the right target, the right angle, the right settings. Routing ensures every asset is inspected and documented the exact same way every time, and missed inspections are flagged. Onboarding apps, guided workflows, and remote support reduce ramp-up time. The power of apps to support inexperienced users means improved worker safety and improved plant profitability. With traditional thermography methods, thermography tools are isolated from IT networks, so there's no integration with GIS, CMMS, or EAM systems. I've heard so often the time needed to create baselines means the baseline data is not captured, and there is typically no baseline image comparison or data trending. Folder-based data organization doesn't provide support for predictive analytics, and lack of time also means there is not a lot of asset health insight and limited visibility into inspection program performance. This makes it difficult to justify thermography program value. But with Flir ACE-enabled workflows, we turn data into decisions. The ACE app ecosystem provides the ability to load mobile device management apps onto your tools, allowing your camera to work on your secure network. Apps can enable the instant creation of work orders and quickly evolve and adapt to custom workflows. Apps can display data in a more understandable fashion, generate predictive insights, and many other capabilities to improve your decision-making abilities. With the Flir ACE ecosystem, you are no longer stuck with firmware that evolves slowly and generically. Instead, you can quickly evolve to work the way you want and to maximize insight and action. The apps available on the iXX come in 4 categories: Flir apps, partner apps, private apps, and system apps. The number and capabilities of the available apps will increase greatly over time. So if you don't see what you need right now, wait a minute and look again. Let's look at the Flir apps available today. The camera app launches the thermal camera with Delta T and other measurement and controls similar to the E8 Pro. iXX allows you to automatically upload, store, and share data with collaborators in a folder-based method. MeterLink is the same app as for your phone, and it provides the ability to transfer data wirelessly from your MeterLink-enabled Flir T&M test tools. Onboarding supports inexperienced or occasional users to get started, access technical documents, product support, and more. The apps icon launches access to all the third-party apps in one location. And finally, we have introduced a truly remarkable software tool called AssetLink, and we've made an app to interact with it. By making our routing asset-centric, i.e. connected to an asset hierarchy or asset ID number, AssetLink enables trending and dashboards to deliver insight fast. Here we see an example of a status trend. And here we have a temperature trend. From your camera, you can plan and review your PM routes on the route overview screen and easily move between routes and assets within routes. AssetLink routing also provides an adjustable transparency reference image to guide technicians to capture consistent images with the same object parameters and settings as was set for the reference image. Beyond the Flir apps, we have several partner developers that have created apps specifically to be used on the iXX to solve key problems experienced in your industry. Each app delivers value by solving pains for a particular industry and use case. Our partners have created apps to solve industrial and building diagnostics pains related to application decision support, workflow improvements, CMMS integrations, multi-sensor data integrations, and much more. The number of apps will grow tremendously within the Flir ACE ecosystem, constantly getting better to solve more and more pains, one of which might be similar to yours. Let's take a look at how the Conduit app on the iXX helped Blackman Power and T5 data centers. Blackman Power is a leading electrical inspection and engineering services company located in Charlotte, North Carolina. They have many thermographers on staff to support some of the biggest companies in the USA to keep their facilities running smoothly. Blackman was able to improve their margins and revenue of their thermography inspections while simultaneously improving the value of their reports and reducing the report delivery time from a 5-day average turnaround to the same day of delivery. Using the Conduit app eliminated the risk of data loss and transcription errors inherent in their previous work method. Plus, automated nameplate information capture from a visual image and single-line diagram creation saved them time and errors in the field. The Conduit app works great for Blackman, enabling them to essentially build the reports as they scan, so there is no upfront or back-end work needed. Conduit is easy to use, even for new thermographers. Blackman's thermography services is now more efficient, able to take on more jobs and deliver more value to their clients faster than ever. Tyler Grant, project manager for Blackman, says, "The Flir plus Conduit integration is a game changer. If you don't have this, you'll be stuck manually filling out a form in the office while we've already completed our second site scan with the exact same headcount. Now that we've shown you how third-party apps can solve industry-wide problems, let's think about the specific problems you have that need solving. What is the biggest obstacle you need to overcome in your thermography program? Do you have issues with decision support in the field, overly complicated workflows, poor technology adoption, inability of your techs to connect to your software platforms, or perhaps inability to communicate and collaborate? What's holding your infrared thermography program back? Whatever it is, there may be an app for that. Private apps created for a single account can be created to solve unique account needs. Private apps can be made to do almost anything. Here we mock up an example of where a big truck manufacturer might want to create an app to make servicing their trucks easier, faster, and better. In this example idea, a private app might be created to follow a particular workflow. Perhaps it is one you already use, and so the app is a means to scale thermography within your company. In this example, a company has created an app to look at just their heat exchangers. By simplifying the workflow with an app, this inspection becomes easily doable by the equipment operators on the production floor, which is a scalable, low-cost work method. This is known as operator-driven reliability. The takeaway is that most of the problems you experience have solutions, even if they are unique to your company. As they say, there is an app for that. If one doesn't exist, one can be created. But wait, you might be an expert thermographer. You might be wondering, is this product going to eliminate my job? Let's be clear. Expert thermographers are more important than ever, but their role is evolving. Experts move from being data gatherers to program architects. Experts change from being report writers to insight generators. And experts change from being camera operators to scalable mentors. With iXX, your experts can focus on what matters most: insight, strategy, and safety. Experts become even more valuable. As program architects, expert thermographers assess, assign, and maintain asset criticality criteria, inspection frequency, create and edit routes, and also generate work and safety instructions. Experts perform the baseline inspection so that all who follow have the guidance needed to repeat. The role of the expert is to ensure thermography is being performed the right way, leaving others with the repetitive and non-value-added tasks. As an expert, your job will change from reviewing your own work to reviewing the work of your team and of data gatherers. Since report generation time and travel time is eliminated, you have the time to trend asset temperatures or ensure inspections are completed. Your knowledge and available time plus new tools will enable you to generate insights in action, delivering more value for your company and continuously improving your infrared program. And what can be more valuable than mentoring others? Commonly used or custom communication apps can be used to support users remotely in the field with live two-way virtual communication and remote access to the infrared camera via normal screen share methods. When called upon, experts can see what the operator sees and help them understand the issue without making a special time-consuming trip. The Flir iXX becomes a force multiplier for expertise. I'll say it again. Expertise is incredibly valuable, and I hope the expert thermographers in the audience will take advantage of this new capability to grow your personal value to your company or expand your business. The future starts now. Flir iXX empowers every technician with guided workflows, reference overlays, and remote support. Even new users can perform like seasoned pros. Maintenance becomes smarter with instant reporting, asset trending, and CMMS integration. Teams gain visibility and control. The expert's role evolves and is elevated from hands-on inspections to strategic oversight, mentoring, and insight generation, scaling excellence across the organization. Thank you very much for your time and attention today. I would now invite you to take control of your future. Please reach out to me or your local Flir sales manager or visit our website.